What's up?
Welcome back, Greens, for another instalment of Les's Weekly Previews. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, it's good, thanks, mate. Yeah,
That's good.
how are you?
Chompy. Chompy. How are you, mate?
Yeah,
Now, Les, you might have noticed something different about me today, mate.
yeah, I was going to say, I thought you want to turn into a horse's hoof. You're wearing a pink hat.
Well, mate, actually, last Saturday was the Pink Stumps Day. We raised, the club raised over $1,000 for the Jay McGrath Foundation, so it's great.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's great to see Jan McGrath. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a really good effort. Yeah, we had about $420 worth of fines on the day as well, which you would have been very proud of, being the world's best fine master.
Yes, well, lucky I didn't have anything to do it, and you would have had 12 grand in the kitty.
But, yeah, it was a great day, and now on to Northwest Sydney now. We dominated them, 3 from 4 in the main top grades.
Who lost?
4th grade went down, unfortunately.
Who captained that side?
Jeff Tucker.
Yeah, that'll be fucking right.
Thoughts on Jeff Tucker?
No, listen, I've got no more thoughts on Bucks or whatever his name is. He's hopeless, he's old, and he shouldn't be here. Next, I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, 1st grade, mate, dominated. We rolled him for 114. Vinny and Butch both picked up 3 wickets. Good effort there.
Yes, Vinny, once again, you know, I don't know how he does it. He gets 2 hours sleep a night, he comes in, he pounds away, and then he gets back into his cab, he has a shower in his cab and drives off. And then the other one, Butch, well, I don't know, it must be like a cockatoo mirror behind the stumps for him to bowl, because he loves looking at himself in the mirror, so Butchie's done pretty well too. What about Big Denny? Any wickets?
He actually bowled 2 overs of pace, got a wicket, and then he started bowling spin again. So, pastries. I think he ate some too.
I don't know what he's doing there. He bowled quick or don't bowl quick. It's not on.
Well, he's actually got something in common with the Norwest skipper, Don Nash. I don't know whether you remember Don Nash.
Oh, big Nash, yeah.
He's a big ape now, and all he does is bowl spin too, so they've got something in common there.
Yeah, well, he is a big heat. I think if him and Denny had to run into each other, there'd be a small nuclear explosion.
Well,
Fat.
in reply, mate, we got the runs 3 wickets down, too easy. Dukes, 46 not out, and Ethy amongst the runs finally.
Yes, well, he's done well this year. He's got an average of about 3.8, so he's done well to get 17. And Dukes, we our mate Dukes, yeah, well, he's always there and thereabouts.
Mate, and 2nd grade, we got 183 on a pretty tricky wicket, and then rolled Norwest for 114. Scotty Ryan, mate, your mate.
Scotty Ryan. Don't tell me he's nudging him around again, Scotty. He just nudges him, cover drive here. Yeah, no, he's always getting runs, Scotty. I think that's his 3rd half-century in a row, and I'm sick of talking about him, to be quite honest.
Yeah, mate, he's going through a purple patch or a red patch, anyway.
Yeah, always be going through a red patch. Aye.
And, mate, Buzzer and Jimmy Crombie both got little cameos there as well.
Yeah, well, Buzzer, he's been amongst the runs this year too. I think he's up to 60 aggregates this year, so he's getting amongst them. And Jimmy Crombie, well, he's a good young kid and he's growing that tall. If he keeps on growing, he's going to have a bird's nest in his hair soon. He's as tall as some of the trees around Weldon Oval.
Well, mate, he got wickets as well. They rolled him for 114 and he got 3 for as well. So it was a great double.
Man of the match, yeah.
Player of the round, mate.
Player of the round, yeah. Well, that'll be another Coke. Well done, Jimmy.
Yeah, I heard he spitted on the way in the car on the way home, yeah. Two skulls, mate.
No, that's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, shit.
Now, mate, 3rd grade, we got an even 200 on Frank Gray with Dobbs and Mangoes. They both got runs. So
yeah, well, I actually went down and watched the last bit. Dobbs' innings wouldn't have been pretty. It would have been Nick, inside edge, Nick, and cut, Nick, and who's the other one that got runs?
Mangoes, mate. Yeah, Garth Mangan.
Well, I'd love to have that with him. That would have been a magnificent conversation in the middle. Garth Mangans.
Mate, and Norwest didn't really come close with Puzzles. Blakey Sheffer's got 4 wickets, mate.
I went down in the afternoon and saw Puzzles and Bug, and actually I wonder what the two were doing. They were sitting down at fine leg and watching the cricket. They were having a Sudoku off. It was amazing.
Right. Mate, 4th grade, as we already mentioned, went down, but no, there was a highlight in
yes, there was a highlight, yes. Chapo got some wickets again, and anyway. And Jake Fraser batted very well for his 25, but apart from that, it was a pretty dismal display, really.
Yeah.
The bowlers bowled very well and filtered well, didn't they?
Oh, okay. How did Jeff Tucker go, mate?
Listen, I don't want to talk about the fat heat, but let's just say this, he's got a 2nd ball back. Get your eyes set. Maybe you need a set like mine.
And mate, 5th grade white, they got up with Jason Costain, the skipper. He chimed in with some wickets.
Yes, he got 3 for 5 for it, or 3 for 5. I can't imagine the batting, how that would have been if he's getting 3 for 5. He just lumbers in like a big fat eat and poof, out they come like Roger. He probably gave himself man of the match too. He gave himself man of the match for getting 12 one day.
Yeah, well, he does enjoy a skull, mate. And 5th grade green, mate, they won by 100 runs against South Sydney. Liam Tully, who he scored runs. He was actually meant to play 3rd grade, turned up late and burgled some runs in 5th grade.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a good excuse that I'm 3rd grade's too hard, so I'm going to go and get there late and play 5th grade. Yes, you wake up for yourself, Liam. You getting runs in 5th grade, you should be playing 3rd. It's like burgling at golf. Get your teeth fixed, you look like a hairtail.
And, mate, they were well captained by Dave Gainsford, the club coach, mate.
Yes, my old mate David Gainsford, he's a very good captain. I don't think he moved any further than about a foot in the field, though. Like, I think he drew a ring around himself and just stood in it.
Well, I actually got some footage. This is Gainsey before the match, looking pretty fresh. And then this is him after, so he's looking a bit sorry for himself.
No, I remember once I umpired a game and he bowled, and after his third over, his spine fell out, and we had trouble putting it back in, so we had to retire. Collapsed.
All right. That's great.
Unscored. Back off.
Mate, this week it's a pretty big round. All our top 4 grades are up there, and we're playing Lane Cove, and they're top of the club champs at the moment, actually.
Lame Cove.
Lane Cove.
Yeah, that's what I said. Lame Cove. Yeah, that's what I think of them. Yeah, ever since I know them, they've been rubbish and dirt and crap. So I've got no time for Lame Cove.
All right. Now, mate, what are your thoughts on the potential afternoon tea at Lane Cove?
Well, it'll be really nice. Yeah, they'll have the usual packet of Arnott's arrowroot and a glass of water.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's it. That's all I have. And the arrowroot's a couple of weeks old from the bridge over the road. The old lady's old ducks playing.
Now, mate, at Tantallon, where the 1st grade team are playing,
Concussion Oval.
Yeah. Do you know that there's no beer in the canteen?
Well, having no beer in the canteen is like going to a brothel and asking for a hug. It just doesn't work, does it? It's ridiculous.
And what about their 3rd grade, 4th grade ground, Joke Park, mate?
Yeah, over the fence is a dead ball, but into the fence is 6. What are we playing back in the backyard cricket? Who's the rule maker of that club, Lane Cove?
So now, Les, remember a couple of weeks ago you gave us the first 4 in your nutcase 11. Now we'll just cut to the footage. This is what you said a couple of weeks ago.
I'll give you first 4 in the nutcase 11. The first 4. The skipper this week is Garth Mengos. Vice captain, Pecker. Batting number 3, our mate Rupert. And number 4, Chapo.
Okay, so now, are you going to give us your next 4 in the nutcase 11 for WCC, mate?
Very hard to come up with the next 4 because there was 28 to choose from, so whacking them all is going to be hard. But I'm going to put the Wiz in this week. Dan Pimble, the Wiz, he's not quite there. He's from Pleasant Fulham too. The next person I'd like to say would be in the nutcase 11 would be, I think, Big Daddy. I mean, he's a lovely bloke, but I can't make heads or tails with some of the things he says. He's like with pixies. And another person I'd like to put in is Little Sean.
Oh, right, really, yeah.
Yeah. Anyone that collects yabbies and keeps yabbies for pets can't be fully there. You don't keep yabbies with pets, you keep dogs, boy, not yabbies. And the last person would be Lenny Leonardson. Yeah, from The Simpsons. I think his name's Lenny.
Lenny Jones.
Lenny Jones, yes. I saw him out on Saturday night, and he's not all there.
Right. All right, well, we look forward to your last 3 in the nutcase 11 next week.
Yeah, so 28 to 2.
Yeah, sweet, mate, thanks. All right, Les, now, mate, a few finds from the weekend. I saw you had your eye on a few of the boys when they were out in Manly on
yes, I happened to get away. It has been letting me out, and I happened to get away, and I've got a couple of finds here I'd like to go through, and here's one. Here's the first one. This is quite a good one. This one's from Craig Pecker.
Yep.
At half past 11, he picked up a rather nice-looking blonde lady at the top of the Ivanhoe, and he danced and kissed with her for a couple of hours until the lights came on, and she noticed how ugly he was, so she ran and threw herself out the window. $2. The next one, the next one here is for Ethan. Ethan for wearing 2 slippers that the dog looked like they brought in, and dressing like there was going to be a tsunami coming through, with his jeans rolled up to his knees. Well done, Ethan.
Yeah, I couldn't quite understand why they were rolled up, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because the tsunami, mainly the tide or tsunami.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He might be in it after the nutcase 11 coming up too. The next one, oh, Raj, this is for stealing the Stars and Stripes flag and sticky tape them to the top of your shoes. Very good, Raj. But this is my favourite. This is from an old player at the club who I bumped into in the Ivanhoe Lane. John Edgerton.
Oh,
Chocolate
Edgerton.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yes. Chocolate eyes, cardboard eyes, no peepers. He was there and he had a schooner and his wallet on the table. And he zapped blind, he went and he picked his wallet up and he threw it back like a schooner. He thought it was his schooner, he was drinking it, and the only reason he knew it wasn't, because 2 dockers came out and he swallowed them. So EJ, you win the fines this week for your bad eyes.
That's great, mate. Are there any fines for Jeff Tucker for leaving early and pouring any beers out? Or?
Now, listen, I'm not talking about... Look, listen, he's wrong, and no fines this week for him.
You sure?
I'm positive, yes. Don't worry, he'll get his fines later on. He might be fined too for being paralytic at 11:30.
Okay, now Les, we failed to do this last year, but in Movember, you probably noticed a few of the boys growing some pretty ugly looking moustaches to raise money for the Movember campaign.
Yeah, no, that's right, they're terrible.
Yeah, now what I thought we'd do was we'll bring up some of those photos for you. You can maybe critique some of the boys' mows.
Listen, it's called critic. They even use this structured critique. It's only just coming out for the trendies. It's critic.
Okay.
I'm a critic.
Maybe you can critic some of the boys' moustaches then.
Is that a word?
Moustaches?
No, critic.
No. Well, yeah, but not in that context. Okay, mate. Now, first up, we've got Andy Ryan. Now, what are your thoughts on Andy Ryan's mow?
Well, he looks like he's found a toilet brush and just wedged it under his nose.
It's pretty thick on, isn't
Yeah,
it?
no, he just stink his breath.
Next up, mate, we've got Greggy Rowlands there with the chop.
Well, not really look at the chop. He could actually comb his mow over his hair, top of his head.
Nicky Burrows, a little bit of a thin sort of deposit there, mate.
Yeah, it looks like he's actually trying to balance a slug.
Right. Willie Outred.
Yeah, well, no, he's just smelt a pigeon's fart. That's all he's done there. He just sniffed on its bottom.
Rory Whiteley, he actually died that prior to the photo shoot.
Yeah, well, he actually looks like in that picture he's actually eating chopper reed.
Freddie Bassett, mate, next, another sort of chop attempt there, mate.
Yeah, I don't know what Freddie's on there. He looks like he's had a nice couple of cones before he's taken that photo. He's got eyes like piss holes in the snow.
Bobby Rowlands, poor old Bobby, he's had a good attempt, but it's not that great.
Yeah, well, that's taken him 12 months. You only get a month, and it's taken him 12 months to grow up to beard. But, you know, he's nearly 70, so you get a hair a day, I suppose.
Robbie Brindle, not
yes, I'm trying to find out what pole he's actually perched himself on there. Something's gone straight up his bladder then.
Chapo there, mate. What are your thoughts on Chapo?
Well, said the best about Chapo, I think. I mean, I don't know if he's just bought that and stuck that on or what he's done. But he's got a head like a frozen fart.
Roops has dyed his limey fluory green, mate. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he dyed that. I think what he's done is when he got sucked up to his spaceship, I think it might have gone through just some, organic matter in the spaceship.
Right. Ethy, mate, there's not much going on there.
Yeah, no, that's good. I think he's got alopecia.
And Lenny, mate, he's
is that Lenny or Luigi? Yeah, I was going to say, he looks like it. He's got a bit of Dapper Dog in him too, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does, mate. Yeah,
he'd be a good Mario brother.
Yeah. Benny Pace, mate, thoughts on Benny's attempts?
Well, I don't know about Benny. He's tried to climb the chopper reed with a slug ballast in it as well and a bit of dog poo under his lips. So I'd like to give that the trifecta.
Dougie McGrath, mate, he's got a fairly thick deposit that looks like he's struggling a bit.
Yeah, it's not bad. Once again, Dougie, you know, I mean, you just don't say anything about the old fellas because if they find out they don't like it, their ticket just stops.
Yeah, right.
And then they fall arse over tit.
And finally, Gainsey, mate, the man himself, has had a crack.
Yeah, well, see the way he's standing, you can see he's in a lot of pain from the weight of that on his spine. So, you know, with a man with that sort of bad back, you shouldn't be adding any sort of weight to your face whatsoever. So that's very stupid play.
Oh, fair enough. But, mate, all in all, it's a pretty good effort. We raised almost just shy of $5,000, so that's a great effort.
Oh, well, they're a good club ring. They're always raising money. I'm just waiting for the time they raise some money for me to get some new Barry beef. Yeah, I'm sick of talking through these trumpets.
Well, we can't. I don't think we're going to be able to raise $50,000 to
Oh, that's very funny. Yeah, yeah. They should raise some money for your head and reel like that movie Face Off. Change it to a pumpkin. Be a lot better.
Mate, all right, well, mate, that's all we got time for today. Thanks for your time. It was another cracking episode, and I guess I'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks.
Yes, well, I'm actually going to Bali.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yes, I'm flying on Plummet Airways, my sponsor.
Yeah.
Yes, they go down more than they go up. Go down.
You're not taking a body bag over there, are you, mate? Like Chappelle Corby.
Who's Chappelle Corby?
She's the one who got done for all the marijuana in her.
Did she?
Yeah.
Well, I might go and speak to them over there. I might have a Chuffy McCall.
All right, mate. Thanks, buddy, and I'll see you next time.
He's lesbian. He's lesbian. He's lesbian. He's lesbian.